Hi everybody, welcome to the channel. My name is Andy Carter. Thanks very much for checking out today's video because this is all about inside of 100 yards, and it's no secret that the best players in the world, or the good players, or the high level amateurs are amazing from inside of 100 yards. And it's an area of the game, and they call it the scoring zone. They call it the scoring zone for a reason, because even if you are a bogey level golfer where you're kind of just short of the green on a par 4 in 2 and you're trying to get up and down for 4 but no worse than 5, this area of the game is absolutely massive. How many times have we hit a bad tee shot, had to chip out kind of sideways slash like a little diagonally up the fairway and left yourself inside, let's even call it 120. That shot, that third shot, is absolutely vital to the outcome of the score, because you get it inside of 20 feet, you 2-putt, you make bogey. You leave it outside of 30, 40 feet, you're looking at a 3-putt. Even worse than that, you plonk it into one of the greenside bunkers because you've not struck the ball very well. Now this video is all about what the good players do from this level, and I'm going to compare it to what I see the average amateur do. So for example, on this hole, I am 100 yards from the middle of the green. I've chosen that distance purely based on my own distance. I've got two clubs here. I've got a 58 degree and I've got a 54 degree. Now the 58 degree for me as a full shot will go around, well, just shy of about 105 yards. This particular shot is downhill, so this will go around about 110 yards in today's current situation. And I know that the majority of amateur golfers are more comfortable hitting the full shot than they are the 3/4 shot. And that's because you practice the full shot so many more times. So what you would not naturally do is you would pick a club from 105 yards that you can hit full. In my case, it's the 58 degree. So I've got to hit a full shot to get the ball to go around about 105 yards, or front edge of the green. Okay, so that's going to be, I think that's a much higher level shot, much more difficult shot to play than the 3/4 shot if we club up. The reason I say that is because with lob wedges, and sand wedges or something in particular, you create so much backspin, and the spin that you create is so inconsistent, not on purpose. Sometimes if the hands get a little bit too early with the release and you add a little bit of loft, that ball will spin up a lot higher and land a lot shorter. Other times you can be very conscious that you need to hit down on the golf ball, and by doing so you get ahead of the golf ball, you really squeeze it out and you get a very low flighted shot with less spin, and then can suddenly go 5 to 10 yards further. The inconsistency of distance control with these clubs is so much higher than your other clubs. So what you'll see good players do is they'll grab an extra club. So they'll grab for me today, we're going to grab a 54 degree. And we're going to get used to just moving the golf swing on a nice rhythm. So what I want you to try and feel is the ball positions in the center. So for example, if you've just hit a sand wedge from this distance, grab your pitching wedge or grab your gap wedge. We're going to go a wider takeaway here. We're going to keep the swing nice and wide. We're going to get the ball position in the center. Swing stays nice and wide, nice wide arc. We're not going to have to use loads of wrist, but what we are going to use is a lot more of the body, just really using your bigger muscles to control the club throughout the swing. So if I've got the exact same yardage, but now look how much easier the swing is. It's a nice wide backswing, nice wide high finish position, and the ball has carried the exact same distance. Front edge of the green, okay? So I've carried the ball exactly the same distance with a golf swing that was so much easier to actually do. Whether you are a professional golfer or an amateur golfer, this swing is so much easier. Ball feet kind of relatively narrow, but just kind of waist width. Ball position in the center. I often really focus on strike with this, so make sure this left hip just pushes over the left foot so I can encourage that descending blow into the golf ball. My head is going to stay level with the golf ball as well. I'm not going to try and panic and let the head move towards the target, because that is not the place to be going. So same again, get the ball position in the center, left hip is going to go over the left foot. Nice high wide swing, and again it's gone pretty much the same distance as the previous two shots with a much easier swing than what the lob wedge was. And because I'm a full-time teaching professional, I know exactly what you're about to say. Oh, I can't swing soft, I can't swing short, I have to hit full power. And that's because you haven't practiced it. That's all it is. You just haven't practiced it. I would honestly go to the driving range with 1 or 2 clubs, pitching wedge and sand wedge, and try and hit them 3/4 to half of the distance you normally would do on a full shot. Just learn the 3/4 swing. Another way of looking at a 3/4 swing is imagine your left arm, imagine your lead arm is in the clock face. It's pointing down to 6. We've got 9, we've got 10. 10 o'clock's the position that we're going to try and get into. Notice how my wrists are not fully hinged. I'm going to keep it nice and wide. So I'm rotating my body, keeping the left arm or the lead arm to 10 o'clock. And my right arm on the way through feels like in my head it's gone to 1 o'clock. There's a big gust of downwind, exactly the same distance again. I wish I was actually this consistent. So exactly the same distance again, getting the feeling 10 to 2 or 10 to 1, just trying to keep the width, but making sure we're rotating the bigger muscles. This is what the good players do. You will very rarely see them hit the ball at full power with such lofted clubs. Obviously some do and some enjoy it, but the majority of golfers will always hit what we call that knockdown shot. There's still a massive amount of spin on the ball. The ball will stop dead, but what it's not doing is spinning up in the air and losing control of the distance. Distance control from this distance is vitally important, okay? So we're gonna go again. And this time, I'm actually gonna swing it to 9 o'clock. So I'm gonna probably leave this one just short of those balls. There, and just make sure I get all the way through the shot. Nice high finish position again. And again, this shot is a much easier shot to play than the full swing, or trying to hit half a lob wedge as well. Half a lob wedge is a brutally tough shot to play. So guys, go and give this a try. Leave me some comments in the comment section below. Have you tried this shot? Do you like the full shot? I know a lot of people do. Or have you not even tried the 3/4? Because if you've not, honestly, this is what the good players do. So go and give it a try. Guys, thanks very much for watching. I'll see you again very, very soon.